am Megha Kanwar Rajawat, lecturer at Regional College of Pharmacy. Today we are going to study D-Pharma Part 1 subject Social Pharmacy, in which we are going to study the topic preventive healthcare. Okay, and in this today we are going to study the topic demography. So let's move forward. Demography may be defined as the science dealing with the study of human population. The main sources of demography data include registration systems and census. The following three types of phenomena can be observed to the human population. First of all, what does demography? Demography means the study of human population. For example, we are living in Jaipur, and in Jaipur we are currently living in Sitapura. So what are the population distribution in the Sitapura? They must be counted inside the demography cycle. Second, from where does we get the data of demography cycle? First of all, what does demography? Human population study. Human population study is done under demography. Second term, from where we does get the data? We get it from the census and some type of registration systems. For example, we wanted to get the neonatal data. So for it, we will get for the polio vaccine data, we will collect the Sitapura's regions polio vaccine data. Then we will get the idea of the neonatal, the small child's ratio, that how many small childs are present in the Sitapura region. So by the mean of census, by the mean of registration system, we get about the human population. Okay. Next, what are the three phenomena that can be observed in human population? They can be changes in population size, that means the growth of the population and the declaration of the population. Second one is composition of population, and third is the distribution of population in space. So first we mentioned that the population growth. Okay. Population growth. At the time of corona, we must aware about it. The news headline going like this, that in this season 24,000 are died, 12,000 are diagnosed with corona, 11,000 are treated with the use of vaccine, like that. So it will give us the data of population growth. Like if there was 10,000 people were present it previously, then after the presence of data, after the presence of disease prevention provided to them, then how many population are able to survive. The data we can get inside the demography, and that will help us to study of the population growth. It will tell about two factors of the population. Number one is increasing population, and second one is decreasing population. Okay. Second, we will going to study the composition of population. What does composition of population deal with the demography? Composition of population means composition of population. First of all, what does composition mean? Composition means that the thing is made up of how many parts. The composition of population can be described as that how many children are present. There are children of below 10, children of below 15, children of below 18. Then how many adults are present there? Women, male, like the female and male ratios. What is the female and male ratio in the particular region? How many like old people are present in the population? How many people suffering from the specific disease? How many people are living in sanitary positions? A lot of like this. So second is composition of population. Third one is distribution of population in space. Third is distribution of population, distribution of population in space. It will tell us about the amount of people present in particular area. So we will get a rough idea of demography now. First of all, what does demography mean? Demography means the presence of human population in a particular area. The area can be a small region, the area can be a country, the area can be a continent. Okay, so from where does we get the demographic data? The demographic data is provided us from the census that must be running by the government, health remissions. Health remissions, we will get a distribution system. For example, the polio I mentioned is. Third one is, what does we have to deal with demographic data? What are the benefits of studying demographic cycles data? It have three benefits. Number one is population growth. Second one is composition of population, and number third is distribution of population. So what does population growth mean? As I already mentioned, COVID this example, that at the time of corona a lot of people get died, a lot of people get born. At the time the balance of the population, it gets steady under the population growth. Second is composition of population, that how many female, male are present there, what are the ratios of younger one to the older one, that one gets studied under the composition of population. Third one is distribution of population. Distribution of population can be tell is that in region how many like adults are present, how many populations are present, they get studied under distribution of population. Idea of the demography, what are the benefits of demography, from where does we get the demography data. Now we will move forward the process which are continuously at work within a population in determining size, composition and distribution of population. What are the factors that can affect demography? Some factors I can mention in here, that are is fertility, marriage, mortality rates. ठीक है, तो अभी हम देखते हैं कि हमने कुछ पॉइंट्स मेंशन किए यहाँ पे. इन पॉइंट्स के थ्रू हम ये जान सकते हैं कि जो हमारा डेमोग्राफी है उसके अंदर चेंजेस किस तरीके से आ सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल, इन सम स्पेसिफिक एरिया दे आर मोर फर्टाइल वुमेन्स एंड मेल आर लिविंग, देन ऑफ स्प्रिंग्स प्रोड्यूस होने की चांसेस बहुत ज़्यादा होगी. अगर ऑफ स्प्रिंग्स बहुत ज़्यादा प्रोड्यूस होंगे देन देयर विल बी अ हाई अमाउंट ऑफ पॉपुलेशन विल बी देयर. तो इस तरीके से हमारा डेमोग्राफिक साइकिल इंक्रीज होगा एंड द अमाउंट ऑफ पीपल्स लिविंग देयर दैट ऑल्सो increase. Second one is marriage. If someone is married from outside the region, outside a particular area, then they will introduce a new person to the area. That will result into the increase of the population of the particular area. Third one is mortality rates. These are two types of mortality and morbidity. These are the death rates per 1,000 people and illness rate per 1,000 people. So if there will be more and more persons will die from specific disease, then there will be more decline in the population rates. So if population will decline rapidly, then what will happen? Then the demographic cycle will be disturbed, and the census and all the registration systems data will be have to collect again and again for the betterment of the population. So first of all, why does we study the demographic cycle? This was the most important question. It can be answered like is, we study demographic cycle for mean of the, for example, at the time of corona a lot of people are dying and we does not have idea of how many people are living there. Then we does not have idea to providing them vaccination. If we have idea that in this particular region 1,000 people are living, then we can supply them vaccine for the 1,000 people. Okay.